What's going on, everybody? It's Professor Gnome, and I saw a really fun list going around with Copperajah EX that focuses on the Nosequake attack, so it does 260 damage, and the attack also does 30 damage to each of your bench Pokemon. And typically, that's something that we don't really want to happen. But, thanks to Munkidori, it actually works out really good because it allows us to hit for at bare minimum like 290 every time, since we'll be moving the 30 damage from the previous turn off onto whatever else we want to, like, KO. So it actually works out really well. I'm also running a Radiant Tsareena just to heal off a little bit of the extra damage that we don't need on things like our Metangs and stuff like that. To make the deck function a little bit easier, we run the Hyper Aroma in order to find all of our Metangs and our Copperajahs. And then also what I added is I added 2 copies of Full Metal Lab to reduce the damage of all of our Steel-type Pokemon by 30 damage. And I also added in a Rigid Band that does the exact same thing, because pretty much behind Rigid Band and a Full Metal Lab and the Bronze Body ability, where this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks already, and it's 300 HP total, we're reducing by 90 damage a turn. And then also we have Tsareena, so we're going to actually be reducing 110 damage every time we're attacked, which is massive for a 300 HP Pokemon. So it's really, really strong when we're able to get that set up. We also run Kieran just to solidify knockouts later on. So, for example, something that like we need to hit a damage number of is something like Drake-Pole DX, that hits for or has 310 HP. So after we move the Munkidori damage, we do the additional 30 with Kieran, and we do the 160, we do hit that threshold, so that's pretty important. And yeah, that's pretty much the list. It's pretty simplistic, but it's a ton of fun. I highly recommend giving it a try if you're just looking for something fun to play around with. I'm going to be covering a couple fun decks over the next few days that are just kind of dumb, wacky decks, since the ladder ends in like 2 days, so we may as well just have fun on our way out before the new season starts. That being said, if you like the list, all that kind of stuff, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of YouTube stuff. Also, for other announcements, be sure to join the community Discord down in the description, as well as you're free to enter a giveaway that we're doing to celebrate 1,000 subs on the channel. All you have to do is comment your favorite mainline Pokemon game with just like hashtag giveaway in the comments down below. As well as an additional way to enter or to get a secondary prize. The main entry, just by putting your favorite Pokemon game, is for 100 packs of Twilight Masquerade or Shrouded Fables, depending on whichever one you prefer. If you want to wait for your prize, if you do get selected, the drawing will be on July 6th, so in about a week. And there's a secondary prize potential for 50 packs, where all you have to do is just submit a deck list. You can submit it on the community Discord, or you can submit it in the comments down below. It doesn't have to be good, it just kind of has to be fun, and whatever my favorite one is, I'll just give 50 codes to when we do the drawing. So if you want to enter that way, feel free to do so. And yeah, that's kind of it for all the announcements right now. Just, yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of YouTube stuff, and I will see you guys in Game 1 in a moment. Peace. Alright, we're in Game 1, and our opponent's going to be going first. We open pretty okay. We have the Munkidori. We don't love it in the active, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. We're up against... Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. So we're up against Gardevoir, which is honestly not a bad matchup at all. We're going to be able to knock a lot of stuff out with just moving damage counters from Munkidori around. But also, I don't think there's ever a shot that they KO our Copperajah. Like, if we have the Full Metal Lab down and Copperajah in the active, like, there's no shot. So we can go Buddy Poffin here, grab ourselves double Beldum. Then we can go Nest Ball, grab ourselves the Cufant. What? How are you supposed to say that? The Cufant? Cufant? That's done. Whatever. We're gonna throw in energy down there. We'll drop the Full Metal Lab. We'll go research. Get ourselves a new 7. We'll Nest Ball again for another Cufant. Calling him Elephant for the rest of this, but I mostly just hate its actual name. So we'll see what they're able to do. More than likely, what we'll be able to do here is we can go Ultra Ball. I don't really love giving up my second boss's orders, though. What we'll probably do is we'll Ultra Ball away the Super Rod and whatever else we draw. Unless it's, like, super important. In order to get myself the Copperajah. We can evolve that. Iono. Look for a... no, I'll attach the Steel Energy to Munkidori, retreat, and look for Metangs and just start kind of getting attacks off. Team Evolution. Super weak turn by our opponent. Also, I wanted to do these decks because I found out that there's Gigamax or what? Gigamax. What is the other thing? It's Gigamax and Gigantamax? Dynamax? I think it's Dynamax. The Dynamax Copperajah sleeves, and I wanted to have an opportunity to use them. So our opponent gets the Curlia out, not super valuable. There's another Steel Energy. So we'll go Ultra Ball. Actually, here's what we can do. We can get rid of both of the energies. Grab ourselves the Copperajah EX. Slap that bad boy down. We can Super Rod these back in. I should have actually retreated first and then gotten all 3 energy back in rather than just 2. Minor sequencing error there, but I can Iono the boss back into the deck so I don't lose it. Get myself a whole new hand. We get our Metang. And then we can Metal Maker here, and if we get 2 hits, we only get 1. Sad days. And then we can pass our turn. I would have loved to get that attack off, but it doesn't, like, really matter right this second. Assume they're gonna retreat. Go drift. Yeah, go Drifloom. Even with a what's it called? Even with the Hero's Cape, they still couldn't KO us. And I mean, I doubt they run it, but even if they did, there's not enough. One, they only have like 1 energy to work with, but with Full Metal Lab up and our resistances, like, no shot. We're actually crazy tanky. Copperajah is not in a bad space, like, in a terrible place right now, honestly. The resistance to grass is pretty good. The weakness to fire isn't relevant against, like, any deck right now. Unless, like, Gouging Fire makes a resurgence. But I kind of don't think it will. I feel like they're just going to FF. Game's kind of gotten a bit out of hand. Another Metal Energy. Not super happy about that. We'll go Metal Maker here. We'll take both. 1, 1. We're about to discard everything, so we'll go Super Rod again just to get that extra 1 in the discard pile. We'll go Research. we do get the Dark Energy, which is nice. And then what we can actually do here is Nest Ball to get our Radiant. We can attack, spread all the damage out, take an extra prize. Oh hey, there's our Copperajah. And then what we can look for is the boss, because we can pull up the Gardevoir later on. Alright, well that's minorly annoying. We'll go Metal Maker here. Which is fine. Touch the energy. We'll go ahead and attack here. Our abilities are turned off, so there's like not a lot we can really do right this second. But we can start healing everything in a moment. Hey, there's a Rigid Band. On our next turn, we can just go Tsareena. We can use Munkidori. And we'll be completely fine. So we'll go Tsareena. We'll attach the Metal Energy. We can use Munkidori. And we're going to heal the damage off. Let's just start putting damage onto the Gardevoir, because I'm getting close to, like, getting all the way through my deck. So it'll make it easier. Put that on there. It will make it easier to use the boss's orders on it later. So we can get another card. Oh hey, didn't even realize that both my other Copperages were prized. That would have been kind of unfortunate. This is also why I run the Tsareena, because under normal circumstances, we would actually just end up, like, KOing ourselves on the next turn, because I wouldn't be able to heal both the Beldum and the Metang when I end up doing the 30 damage. But with Tsareena, like, I can offset it, so it doesn't actually matter. I'm kind of surprised our opponent didn't FF at this point. Because, like, I don't really think there's, like, a comeback to be had. But we will see. Yeah, because this is in range that if I find boss, I just KO this. I'll obviously be able to KO the Rolts on the next turn. I'm denying 90 damage right now. Definitely an unfortunate run for our opponent, I guess. Yeah, there's an unfair stamp for a new hand. It doesn't really change much for us. They use Nest Ball to get out. There's a Screamtail. So they could start sniping off my bench here if they wanted. Like, they could go and snipe out the Tsareena or the Munkidori. Which is what I assume they'll do. It would make the most sense to snipe out the Munkidori, since otherwise I take 2 prize cards. Since I can just maneuver the Munkidori damage onto the Screamtail after they weaken it to get enough energy on. But even if that's the case, then we still have Tsareena, who will heal everything to make it so I still get 2 attacks off with Copperajah. The best play for the most amount of prize cards possible would be to knock out the Tsareena. Because they'd get 1 here. I wouldn't be able to heal both of these. Alright, correct play. So there's another Steel Energy. We can go Brain here. We'll move the damage onto the Screamtail. Making sure that Metang is fine. Our Munkidori will also be fine, so that's not really that big of a worry. Oh, dude, if we had a Dark Energy right now, that'd be so sick. We're gonna go Metal Maker here, not because I want to, but just to see if I was able to get some potential energy out of my deck. And then from here, we just go Nosequake. We do give up a prize card in the Beldum, but not really that big a deal. We go down to 1, so no matter what, like, we can get an attack off and just kind of end the game on the next turn. And they can't take 4 prizes in 1 turn. They can't even get past a single Copperajah. There's a Munkidori of their own. So they can move the 30 damage, get 1 KO. Open options to get potentially a second if they can shuffle back a... If they can shuffle back and grab themselves a Screamtail again, they could then pick up 2 prize cards this turn. But again, like, it doesn't matter. Like, there's nothing they can do to win at this point. Because even with the Hero's Cape, which we know they're not running because they already played the Unfair Stamp, even with that, they only hit for 300 on a max-powered Drifloon, and we'd resist it by 30 damage. So even after the, like, additional, with the Rigid Band down, there's, like, nothing they could do. And they have no way to swap me. So there's literally no outcome where they can win right now. So the only play to try to survive another turn would be to move the damage onto the Munkidori, get the KO there, then end with Gardevoir in the active, hoping that I can't do a little bit more damage. That'd be the only way to, like, survive 1 more turn. Potentially, because obviously I have Munkidori in hand already, so if I get myself into a Dark Energy, then it really doesn't matter. They didn't even have the Dark Energy for Munkidori. Just kind of assumed they'd play it down. Unfortunate. Well, we just Nosequake here. Take the knockout on the Kirlia. And call that one an easy game 1. We'll give up 2 prize cards, though, just for the fun of it. Make it look like a closer game than it was. But in the end, our big Tuscan boy having no problems. Easy game 1. Though our opponent bricked a little bit, but, like, we're playing Copperajah into Gardevoir. Like, we deserve something. So that's going to be game 1. We're going to jump ourselves into game 2 in a moment, and I'll see you guys there. Peace. Alright. So we're into game number 2. Our opponent's going to be going first. We are going to mulligan away here. We'll see what we get. We get the Munkidori. We do have a Dark Energy, which is nice. We also have the Hyper Aroma and the Buddy Poffin, so that's at least something. Alright, the Clef Key is kind of disappointing. Are we up against Gardevoir again? We are. Well, best 2 out of 3 with Gardevoir, I guess. So, we won't be able to use our abilities, but that doesn't really matter yet. It'll just matter later. So, what we'll probably do is hold on to the Pokégear for 1 turn, use it on our next after we Hyper Aroma and evolve. I feel like that'll be our best play. The Buddy Poffin's nice because it gets us our 2 Beldums, which is kind of what we wanted. And then, honestly, what we'll do is we'll go Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of this and this. Grab ourselves our Elephant. Place that down. And we'll pass. We'll throw the Dark Energy down for now. It doesn't really matter. So we can pass, and then what we'll be able to do is on our next turn we can Hyper Aroma, grab ourselves double Metang, and our Copperajah. We can look to... Weird they went Hyper Aroma. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's fine. It gets the Roltzes out of the deck. So there's a Nest Ball for Radiant Greninja. Just looking to get as many energies in the discard pile as they can. If they retreat the Clef Key out, that's like kind of big for us, but obviously if we lose our Munkidori here, that would be a little sad. But not anything that we're like dramatically upset by. We know they can't go Gardevoir this turn. We do get the switch, so we'll go Hyper Aroma here. 1, 2, nope, not 3. There we go. We can evolve here. And then what we can do is we'll go Metal Maker. We get 1, so we need at least 2 on the next hit, preferably. We don't get any, which is really unfortunate. So we'll grab ourselves the Iono for now. We'll reset our hands. We'll switch to bring the Copperajah in, and then we'll go Iono. We get the Metal Labs, place this down, and we get the Metal Energy. It would have been really nice if we were able to attack and knock out this Clef Key right here. But unfortunately that just didn't work out. But we will be able to get the KO on the next turn. So it's not the biggest deal in the world, and we will have Munkidori able to be used. I have to keep muting the mic because I keep sneezing. They could go Oh, they get rid of the Metal Labs. That's a little sad, but not the biggest deal. The Iono's not bad for us. They could evolve into Gardevoir on this turn and bring in the Screamtail, knock out our Munkidori, which would be a little bit sub-ideal, but not like the worst thing to ever happen. And at this point, knocking out the Metangs doesn't really matter because we're already powered up with the like main Copperajah and the active that they're not going to be able to one-shot. So we'll see what they're able to do. So they pretty much do nothing, which works out for us. We can actually just go manual attach here. Then what I actually want to do is Artisan for a second Munkidori. I can go Metal Maker. I don't get anything. Metal Maker again. I don't hit anything again. That's kind of tragic. But it's fine. We'll go Boss's Orders. Or not Boss's Orders. The Research. Man, I'm not finding anything here. But it's fine. We can Nosequake. Because we need to get a little bit into our prize cards at this point. We get another Research, which is not what we're looking for. But I will have the Ultra Ball in order to get myself into the next Copperajah. And I can start manually powering that up as well while I wait on some Dark Energies. On a side note, does anybody know... Alright, so if anybody has an answer to this, definitely let me know in the comments because I'm really curious. What is there a way to play like retro formats in Pokemon? Since as somebody who like came from Yu-Gi-Oh before getting like really invested in the like Pokemon TCG, one of the things I loved a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh is how many like retro formats it had and how available they were to play. For example, playing something like GOAT format or being able to play something like Edison format is probably my favorite. But being able to play those older formats was a ton of fun and something that I like love to do. And in Pokemon, it's like really hard to do that from my knowledge. Where it's like if you wanted to play, let's say like a GOAT format where you played like just base set, jungle, and fossil as like what your format was. I feel like that's like impossible to do, right? Because like you can't play it on live, you can't play it in tabletop because those cards are insanely expensive. It's like, how would you play that kind of format? Or like, how would you play like a 2018 format? Or something like that. Like, I feel like it's something that would be really cool, but I don't know how you would possibly do it. And that saddens me because I'd love to be able to do that and like run events like that. But I just like don't think you can. Like, it just doesn't really work that way. We go Artisan here. I want to get this Tsareena out so badly, but I just can't from this position. We'll drop the lab. We'll go Metal Maker to thin our deck out. I think I have to... Do I have to boss up the Munkidori here? I think I do, right? Like, I don't want to, but I feel like that's the play I have to make. I have to boss up the Munkidori here, because otherwise they take 2 prize cards on the next turn. And we're gonna, like, start falling too far behind. At least this way, they're forced to just KO this Munkidori. definitely have to find a Super Rod. There's the Nest Ball. That can get them Drifloon. So I'm not really worried about the Drifloon. Between Full Metal Lab and Copperajah, like, Drifloon doesn't really mean anything. Yeah, they're forced to KO that. Alright, there's the Radiant. Which, at least for right now, is good because it allows me to start kind of healing while I wait to be able to knock out everything else and get a new Munkidori. I just really need to get myself into a Super Rod, but I literally think all my prize cards have been Metal Energies. Alright, the Iono may actually end up just helping me. Wow, it did. Oh, I got the Super Rod. Again, the Drifloon can't even come close to KOing me. So I'm not really too worried about that. So we're going to come down to 2 prize cards here. Oh, they go Counter Catcher, so I assume they're going to knock out the Tsareena. Yeah, man, that's annoying. Arven, or they discard the Arven for 2 more. Balloon Burst. Bring Copperajah back in. So I think what we do here is we go 1, 1, and 1. We research, try to get those back out. Alright, we got close. Well, we kind of got it. Not naturally, but we got what we wanted in the end. So we can go Munkidori here. Attach the Dark Energy. We go Ultra Ball. We can get rid of the Steel Energy because they don't matter now. Grab ourselves our Tsareena. Place that down. And then what we can do is we can go Brain with Munkidori. Heal off the damage from Metang to knock out the Drifloon. Get ourselves another prize card, which is another Dark Energy. Would have loved that much sooner. And then from here, we'll just heal Tsareena, get another KO, and then we're down to 1 prize, and we're going to win. Woo! Kind of clutched that one out. That one got a little bit closer than it needed to be, but we were able to make the play in the end, Super Rod our stuff, and get back into the game. Taking 2 wins over Gardevoir in a row, which is pretty exciting. So we win the best of 3 over Gardevoir with varying degrees of hands and skill levels, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be game number 2. We'll jump into game number 3 in a minute. Hopefully not against Gardevoir, because wouldn't love to do an all Guardy video. But I'll see you guys in game number 3 in a moment. Peace. Alright, we're in game number 3, and we'll end up mulliganing this hand away, which is not the worst thing to have happen to us. We're praying it's not Gardevoir, because this is technically game 4 for me, but I've run into Gardevoir 3 games in a row. So I didn't include Gardevoir in the last game, mostly just due to the fact that I didn't want the entire video to just be 3 games of Gardevoir in a row. feel like that wouldn't be very entertaining for anyone to watch or enjoy. Ooh, we're up against Gengar. That's pretty cool. We'll grab ourselves Beldum. I'm an idiot. We already had Beldum on the field. I'm gonna just go ahead and pass. Oh, I can't believe I just messed that up. I was thinking about the elephant I needed. Alright, it's totally fine though. Well, that works out for me, getting the artisan available. What's the psychic energy for? Do they plan on using Mimikyu? I feel like that'd be an odd choice. The Arvin would grab like Buddy Poffin Evolution here. I think that would make sense to me. Gengar's really cool. I should probably work on an updated Gengar list for the new for the new set, because I did a Temporal Forces one, but I didn't do one yet for the most recent set. What are we playing in? Twilight Masquerade? So there's the evolution, so they can get themselves the Haunter and the Bidoof, or Barrel rather. Decent turn. Imagine if this was my elephant, though. I was looking at it in the active, so that's what made me think about it. Another energy. Where all of this, pretty much worthless. So we can go Artisan. We'll grab ourselves the actual elephant I wanted. We can go Rigid Band, Metal Energy, research all this away. We'll leave this out. Drop this down for now. And then we can pass. Because I don't think my Beldum's going to get KO'd this turn. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it definitely doesn't. Since the one weakness of Gengar is powering it up is like way harder than it should be. For only 2 energy needed, if you're not dark patching onto it, it's like pretty rough. The Neo upper energy actually kind of helps it a lot. There's the Iono. Honestly, that's not that bad for me. My hand was only okay. So it somehow got worse. That's depressing. Well, we're gonna play the full Metal Lab down. I mean, they finally hit that, so that's good for them, I guess. They removed it from the elephant. Not really that big of a deal. We'll see if we wake up. We do. That's why sleep is a terrible condition. We'll go... How do we want to play this? Alright. So I think what we do is we go Artisan here. Grab ourselves the Munkidori. Place this down. Full Metal Lab. Place the energy here. We take the damage from the curse. We go research. How have we not found any of our Beldum yet? Or Metangs, rather. Like, we have 3 in the deck. We go Copperajah here, place that, and we pass. And then I can Nest Ball out Tsareena and heal myself. And just, if I have to, just start manually attaching energy. I'm shocked I haven't gotten to any of my Metangs. Though, since I'm taking 30 less damage, I won't actually get KO'd here unless they make Gengar. Though, unfortunately, we won't have our Kieran, so we won't actually be able to one-shot the Gengar at any point, which is definitely depressing. And that's what they're going to Ultra Ball to find. Yep. There's an Iono, which honestly may just end up helping me. It kind of does, actually. I don't really care about the fan as much. At least not right now. We'll see where they decide to move the energy. Okay, they just don't move it at all. We'll bring Copperajah in. We'll drop our Metang. We can go ahead and Metal Maker. We only get one, which is something I don't love, because if I had gotten two, I could have placed the Dark Energy down and like actually started getting things going. But unfortunately, we did not. So we'll have to attach the Metal Energy, accept the damage, even though I don't want to. We can go ahead and Elegant Heal a little bit of that away, and start attacking. The fan will move some of the energy away, which is a little bit annoying, but not that big of a deal. We do have the Dark Energy, so on our next turn we can Tsareena to heal ourselves. We can place the energy down, start moving the damage onto the Gengar, so that way we can one-shot that when it comes in. And just kind of rely on Metang to keep replacing the energy on our Copperajah. Since we're only going to be taking 100 damage a turn from the Gengar's attack, we don't have too much to worry about from that front. Though we are going to really need to Super Rod these energies back into the deck at some point. They're going to Arven for another fan. I would assume to put on the next Gengar. I think of De-Evolution. Alright, that's really annoying. Are they out of hammers? Yeah. Alright, so that's something I don't have to worry about for the future. De-Evolution's not really that big of a deal, though, because the Beldum wouldn't be KO'd, and the elephant underneath is 100 HP, so I'm still completely fine. Interesting choice. Kind of surprised they left this, like they brought this one in, since they can't get it powered up this turn, right? Or they only dark patched, so actually I guess they could. But it doesn't seem like they have the dark energy in hand. They could move some damage over from like the Munkidori or something over to the Metang before they evolve, or before they go for the de-evolution. I mean, triple Gengar on field is definitely going to be a problem, but I don't really think it's my biggest issue. Yeah, because even if they go de-evolution here, my Beldum still lives. It's not really that big of a deal. It was like kind of a waste, because I can just replay everything. There's the Pokégear. So I can go Copperajah again. I can go Metang. Elegant Heal. Make myself a little healthier. Then we can drop the Pokégear. We do get a Research, which is nice. We can go ahead and Metal Maker here, hopefully hitting 2. We hit 3. We will take those. Actually, I'm gonna not. Mostly because I want them in deck, since they're going to, like, they're gonna have Fan available and things like that. I can place this down. I'm going to take a lot of damage, but I will be healing 30 of it away. Using the brain here. And we're just going to start stacking the damage over there. We can research. We'll evolve. And then from here, like next turn, that's going to get KO'd by our Munkidori. We don't need to attach any more energy. And so we're pretty much safe to do this. Unless they go second de-evolution Alakazam, then we lose our Metang, but honestly, we don't really care that much. And from here, we just kind of build up a hand until we are about to deck out, and then we can Iono and put everything back. We'll get a KO on the Gengar using the Munkidori on the next turn, unless it gets KO'd. And if they retreat this, then we kind of put ourselves in the same position, like we just Munkidori onto this one and set it up for the following turn. I think our other Dark Energy's in the discard pile, right? Yeah. So we do really need to find that Super Rod. Because if we can get both Munkidoris on deck here, that would be ginormous. Yeah, that's totally fine. That tells me that they don't still have de-evolution, and they also don't have a way to place the last damage on Munkidori to get it KO'd. So they can draw with a barrel, but I don't think there's anything else they can do. And that's also fine. I'm surprised they did that and that they didn't just pull up the Munkidori to KO it. I feel like that was not the right choice, like trying to trap me. Because it's not like they have a way to attack the bench anyway. And then they really bailed us out. That was kind of crazy. That Iono was the worst thing for them that could have happened. Because not only did we end up with a switch, but we ended up with the dark energy we needed. We ended up with the super rods. So I'm going to go Elegant Heal first. Actually, it doesn't really matter. So I can go dark energy here. Or, hold on. Let's make the smart play. We'll KO this first. To lower the amount of damage we're about to take onto our Munkidori. Take 2 prize cards, see what we find. Another Copperajah and the Steel Energy. So now we'll get to see what they bring in. Okay, well that works out. So then what we can do here is we can bring in, or we can place the dark energy back down. We'll take the damage. But then what we can do after is we can brain, move the 30 damage off, placing that onto the Gengar in the back, meaning that next turn we will be able to KO it. Then what we can do is switch, bring in our Copperajah. We can go Super Rod to grab ourselves 3 Steel Energy. Then we can use our second Super Rod to grab the Dark and the other Steel. And then we'll grab 1 more of these just in case. Actually, we really just want the Steel Energy just in case of any shenanigans. And then from here, we can Metang. And start powering up our other Copperajah. We don't even really need to attack here, but we will. And we'll take another prize. The main thing is that, like, the Alakazam won't be able to move enough damage to KO anything. So we're not really too worried about it. Then on our next turn, we can Munkidori, place the damage down onto the Gengar, knocking this out, taking 2 more prizes, and then we can just set up either the next Gengar or whatever else is in the active we can just KO. So we were in some hot water for a second, but not really too worried about it now. They could actually pick up a KO on our Metang here, or one of the Munkidori. They could do 30 damage to this, and then 10, like, moving damage from Radiant Alakazam and knock out one of the Munkidoris, which could save them. But then that means they won't be able to... They'll be able to get an attack off with the Gengar in the active. They can attach the fan. They go Nest Ball for... nothing. If they go with Barrel, they, like, pretty much deck themselves out. So we'll see what they prioritize. They should make sure they KO this Munkidori over going for the Metang. Which was the right choice. It's definitely a curious list. So let's see what they run. We see 1 Arven, 2 Arvens, 3, so I guess it's like 4 Arvens. There's a Ghastly. They run Artisan. They run 1 Haunter. Yeah, so it's 1 Haunter, 4 Crushing Hammer. I mean, this is a really solid turn for them. You see, what, 2 Dark Patch, so they could be running 2 more. The boss's orders is, like, kind of huge. So, I think we'll just heal here. Go Metal Maker. Grab the 1. Throw that onto our active. The thing is, with Munkidori on field, right, we won't be able to actually KO them with our own. But, that being said, what we can do is boss up the Munkidori. They definitely, I doubt they'll be able to reset. So what we can do is boss this up, KO it, set ourselves to 2 prizes, and then on the next turn use ours to KO their Gengar. Because I doubt they'll be able to, like... They would need to be able to Super Rod, put Munkidori back, Artisan it back out, and then have the energy as well. And we don't see a Super... Well, we see 1, which means with the deck list like this, there's no way they can afford to run 2. So they're probably also only running like 2 Dark Patch. It's a really interesting list. We don't see any Charisma in their deck either. I kind of have a feeling like I would prefer, at this point, having Charisma over the Crushing Hammers, because it's like, I get that Crushing Hammer's like super strong, right? But because it can miss and it's taking up deck space, it's like, imagine if you can go Charisma and drop, like, imagine if you can go Charisma and they, like, after they fan as well, and then from your attack, they go boss's orders on our Munkidori. That's pretty annoying. Like, actually. Well, we have a second... no, that was our second boss. I mean, that's definitely annoying. We'll go Metal Maker here. We get 2. Means we can go... Double energy here. We'll go Elegant Heal. And then we'll go Nosequake, put this in range that it is into a KO range. They can move our energy around, it doesn't really matter. We have energy in hand that we can always replace. We're not going to deck ourselves out. They do have a Super Rod that they find. That's so annoying. So they're just going to replace with another Gengar. How many rare candy do they run? They have double Super Rod. That's crazy. One boss. It's the only Nest Ball we've seen. What are they on? 2? Two Dark Patch. We haven't seen... Did I just miss it? Have we not seen any rare candy? Oh, there's one. So they retreat everything. Bring in Alakazam. Painful Spoons. Does this KO us? I mean, we have a lot of cards in hand. $20 damage for each, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, minus another 30, so 130, no. So there's the second rare candy. Man, they are doing everything to stall this game out. I mean, like, good on them, I guess. We're gonna Elegant Heal here. Not really a threat of anything. We can go ahead and Metal Maker. We do get it, preventing some of the extra damage. We'll KO this. And then we will not Iono or anything. We'll take the final prize card, or the second to final prize card. Since they have no energy, there's nothing they can do. Like, at this point, the game has to be over, right? They deck out in, like, 2 turns. Alright, yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, every single time I've said the game's over, they, like, randomly find a way to keep extending it, but I'm like, there's no way anymore. Like, they're out of energies, they're out of everything. Like, there's nothing more they can do, right? Really interesting list, though. That really made me want to, like, figure out how to update and work Gengar into it. I think Munkidori is, like, interesting in the list. Like, it worked out for them in that situation. But I don't actually think it's very good with Gengar, because you don't have a way to, like, put the damage on yourself. You're just kind of healing after an attack, and healing 30 isn't really enough. But anyway, that's going to be game 3, guys. I will see you guys all in the next video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. If you like the list, if there's any changes that you would make, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, also be sure to join the community Discord, and also feel free to enter the giveaway. Remember that all you have to do is put what your favorite Pokemon mainline game is in the comment section down below, which is for 100 packs of Twilight Masquerade or Shrouded Fables, if you would prefer to kind of hold off on gaining your prize, as well as the secondary, you know, way to win some prize card, or some code cards, is by entering a deck list either in the comment section or on the community Discord. And yeah, whichever, it doesn't have to be good, just whatever fun, interesting deck I end up liking the most, I'll give 50 packs to whoever that is who submits the coolest deck. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the run, guys. I will see you guys all in the next video. Much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.